Good evening, folks. We had a massive storm up here. As you can see where the water washed the leaves out back here where we're working on our new chicken lot expansion. Water came on down through here, come around all these buildings, and just look up through there where it washed it. That kind of looks like the way it looks in the higher elevations of western North Carolina where them mudslides took place. But you can see that water just come right on down through here and wound up finding its way down in here and washed down and went right straight over to the river. And it must have been some heavy rain to do that right there. I'm gonna tell you what. Well, folks, been in conversation with Holly and Bud and some of the relief centers, and there is a desperate need. We're putting a video out Sunday morning. This one will be midday Sunday coming out. This is to stress the problems that they're having in western North Carolina with the heat and the people that are in sheds and also in campers. The campers, just imagine, folks, if you was staying in a Pepsi-Cola can and it was laying out in the heat on the ball field and you lived in it, how hot it would be. These campers and things are sitting dead out in the sun, and they're just baking, and you know they're not very well insulated. And think about these people that are in the sheds. My goodness, can you imagine how hot it is in an outbuilding? If you don't think it's hot, go out to your outbuilding tomorrow at dinner time and just open the door and walk in and see how hot it is in there for you. And that's what these folks are living in. And they're in desperate need of portable air conditioning units and also fans and things like that to get some cool air movement. We're also getting reports now of you may have saw the video back of the guy that has written in to emailed ARC asking for a generator. The generators are starting to give out. They've got so many hours on them. A lot of them, I would hate to say, but I'd be afraid that a lot of them ain't getting serviced properly either, for lack of money, lack of way to go get oil and things, or general knowledge on how to do that. And they've been running these generators for months, and they've just give out. And so there's a need for the generators starting to be kind of like not as bad, but kind of like the propane heaters were, the buddy heaters back when it was cold. We're starting to get a lot of reports of people's generators finally failing. But think about it, they've been running these things for 9 months, and I don't know how many hundreds of hours that might be, and they may just be wore slap out, and it may not have anything to do with being properly serviced. You never know. I think about how many hours my lawnmower's got on it, and how many years I've had it, but you know, when you only use it a couple of hours a week, they'll last a long time. But if you're using that thing daily for 10, 12, 14 hours a day, then you know that would shorten the lifespan of a lawnmower. So you got to look at that generator kind of like a well-used lawnmower. And you know, they're using that generator to cool, heat, move air around, whatever they have, cook with. They're in a camper, they're using it for everything. Because without it, they have nothing. Because most of these campers, they will not provide them power. Because these campers are set up, most of them, right by the river, because the people's land is washed out and they can't get a camper anywhere. So they're sitting right there on the riverbank. They can't move it up because of the tree line is where the river scoured out the, where the water scoured out the river. It scoured it out all the way to the tree line. So they can't get a camper through there or across the boulders or anything like that. So we put out a plea this morning for fans, portable air conditioners. I hope some of you had a chance to see that this morning about 7 o'clock. That's when I set it to release. This one's coming out in the afternoon. We urge everybody, if they would, contact your church. Maybe your church could donate a couple of generators, a couple of box fans. Maybe your Sunday school class would pitch in and somebody be responsible to, you know, collect up the money for portable air conditioners or box fans or something like that. Anything to help generators because they're starting to fail because they've got thousands of hours on them. So folks, like I said, this one's coming out after dinner on Sunday, and it's just a boost to the one that came out at 7 o'clock in the morning. And also going to let you know that Brother Bud, Appalachian Navy, he is going to have a Amazon gift registry set up at his house through Appalachian Navy. And his registry is going to be for items that are in desperate need that he knows are like emergency situations. Like he goes to all these relief centers and he sees the supplies that they have and what they need, what they don't have. And he is going to have Holly, he and Holly are going to work together. And he's going to sort of set up something like an emergency registry. These will be items that he knows that at a specific relief center, they have a desperate need for that. For example, Swiatocho Ministries at the Refuge Baptist Church, they may be out of paper products and there's a desperate need. And Bud's going to have that on his registry because the rest of them have all this stuff listed, but he knows what is in a dire situation. Let's put it that way. So you can check out Bud's registry. Now he's located directly across the road from the Bethel Baptist Church. Bethel Wesleyan Church. And you know, they've got activities at the church that they're doing, vacation Bible school and all that stuff. And he didn't want to flood the church with packages and things like they were in the fall. They have men's breakfast. They meet in that fellowship hall quite a bit for meetings and things. And so Bud said, well, I'll just have it sent to the house. I live across the street from the church. And I'll have it there, and that way I don't have to go to the church, unlock the church, back the trailer around over there. I can have it delivered right to my, basically to my utility trailer and load it and know where to take it. So Bud's going to set up one through Appalachian Navy. We'll have that in the description as well of this video. So when you see that one, you'll know that those are supplies that are desperately needed at a specific relief center that he knows about. So just keep that in mind. But folks, we had a major storm here today. What's funny is, since it's been clear, it's been dry and it's been hot, but guess what they hadn't been doing? I've not seen one single spraying application going on. But you know, in the summer, when they leave it alone, you're going to have thunderstorms brew up where the air begins to lift and and cool over cornfields. It'd get hot and it'd go over a lake and it'd cool. And that would be your normal way for instability to start, unstable air masses, which would naturally, without the aid of artificial byproducts being sprayed, that would be the natural way to have naturally occurring thunderstorms. And you don't have to worry about somebody at 41,000 feet creating something. So we had a good storm. We've had a lot of hot weather, and things is kind of like back to normal. But I bet you a bottom dollar they're gonna try their best next week to spray everything they can spray to destroy the 4th of July, because you know them people, they don't like holidays and things like that. They're totally against the United States. They want to fabricate all these lies to make people think that the CC, you know, the Charlie Lima Indigo Mike Alpha Tango Echo exist, the change exists, when all it is total modification of the atmospheric conditions, better known as the weather. So if they can make things appear different than what truly happens, they can make people believe that the CC is a real thing. And without that atmospheric interference that they do at 41,000 feet out of a jet aircraft, they can't manufacture it to make people think it. So if it's not happening, we have normal weather. But when they create it, you have major hailstorms, you have flooding, you have tornadoes, you have high winds. And don't think, folks, they can just make it rain. They can also make it dry. And all it takes is a little chemical difference, a little change in the spray, and they can burn you up. So I just wanted to let you folks know that we're not having the high altitude dumping like we had in the last 2 or 3 weeks, where it rained 15 days practically straight. We're now dry, with the exception of natural thunderstorms like it's supposed to be. Folks, I appreciate you joining me here on Deep River Farm. Like I said, there was a video put out this morning about 7 o'clock, kind of telling the same thing, but wanted to re-emphasize that, and also to let you know about Brother Bud's Amazon gift registry. He'll be having that listed on the Appalachian Navy channel, as well as this channel. We'll have it listed along with all the other relief centers that are continually needing help to provide for those in need in Western North Carolina that have lost everything, including hope at this point. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a blessed day.